Good morning. Welcome, 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 everybody. It is 9 a.m. Pacific time on a Monday, which is our Fly on the Wall show.
What? What show? What is that?
A little fly on the wall.
Oh, no, fly on the wall. What stuff are you into now, Miss Shauna? Fly on the wall.
Actually, why don't you do the intro and then, okay, so this is the first time using my headphones, and obviously if I smile, they don't want to stay in my ears, so no smiling today.
Okay, no smiling. It is a no smile day.
There's a no
serious. Serious. Yeah, because we are very serious. So good morning, everyone. This is our Fly on the Wall show, as Shauna said, and I am Cindy Carey with Starburst Construction. We build and remodel custom homes in Silicon Valley. We are a family-owned business, and we bring your dream home to life. We really do. Miss Shauna.
My name is Shauna Anderson Newt, and I am the owner of Spitfire Advertising. We are a creative marketing agency here in Northern California, and we help our clients build relationships with their prospects and clients and turn them into raving fans. So today's show, we are talking about, drum roll, that was my drum roll.
There you go.
Thank you. We are talking about visualization, just one of the tools that we have in our toolkit that have helped us with success, and we've done different things together with that and separately. So we want to share some of the things that we've done, we've seen, and give you some tools so that you can do it yourself. And as we talk, please feel free to share your experience and ideas you have too. We all love learning from each other.
Absolutely.
We'll be talking about our goals, our wins, our lessons from the last week, and then what we're going to be doing this week. And then Cindy will share our message of the day.
Ooh, let me think.
Ooh. Oh, Kimasabi. Make it profound. Okay. Okay. And then reminder that we have our contest. So anybody who interacts with us on the show or after the show on our social media accounts, posting what you've done, what your goals are going to be for the week, we enter you into a drawing. At the end of the month, we pull your name pull a name, and a winner is chosen.
Ooh.
So, yes. So let's start, Miss Cindy. Miss
Yes.
Thing, as I like to call you sometimes. Little Miss Thing.
I like that you posted on Facebook. What did you post? As Cindy would say, what do I say?
Oh, true dat.
True dat.
True dat.
I do. I don't know how I got that. But
you do. You say that.
You say that.
So let's start with our goals from last week, our wins, and our lessons.
All righty. You want me to start?
I want you to start. Go ahead.
And if anybody out there has anything they'd like to share, please jump on in. Okay. So let's see. My goals for last week, I did meet all of my goals.
Nice.
So you know what? I didn't keep my goal sheet, so I wrote down my lessons. I have my lessons and my wins.
Okay.
But I know that my main goals that I did meet. So I did well on that. How about you?
I did good, or did well. My health goals, yes, definitely.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Can you just continue while I take care of? We have. It's not a fashion emergency. It's a client emergency.
Okay. Yes. Sorry. Yes. So I will continue on mine. Okay. So my goals for the week was to take care of my health, exercise 5 days a week, which I did. I did my jujitsu, did a walk, and then Cindy and I went on a fabulous hike. And it was really awesome because we went a little bit earlier than normal because I had a day with my family planned and we wanted to get our hike in. So we got to see some cool animals that we normally don't get to see.
So the issue has been resolved.
Okay, cool. I'm glad. I heard her say stripper, and I know that you guys do construction, so I was assuming it wasn't the other kind of stripper.
Okay, I just had to put that out there. Yes, it's a paint stripper.
Okay. So yeah, we saw some cool animals, and I was a little disappointed in Cindy because we saw a snake, and I couldn't get a picture fast enough, so I wanted her to go into the bush and scare it back out, but she wouldn't do it.
I scared the vultures, though.
She did. We had some vultures.
The snake conversation went like this. I think it's a king snake, but I'm not really sure. But I don't think they're poisonous. But I'm not really sure.
No, king snakes, these other snakes, and they're not poisonous. I'm pretty sure that was a king snake. Oh,
that's right.
But I would hate to be wrong, right, and have it bite you.
That's true.
So yeah, I wanted the picture, but it wasn't worth losing my accountability partner. So I let her. I didn't throw her inside the bush. Yeah, we saw vultures and deer and cows and the snakes and other cool things. And then I went camping. Actually, my family went camping. We went to visit them, and I got to see a bald eagle, which was really cool. That the crows were chasing. It was really bizarre. I didn't know that crows chased a bald eagle that was soaring.
Because you can ask Google everything. Like, why do crows chase eagles?
Why are crows just mean? That's what I want to ask. And then I did my MIA course. All I'm doing in it right now is just listening and taking notes because I'm focusing on one main thing. And my one main is doing my 3-tiered marketing package. So I worked on that this week. So making progress. I was hoping to be finished with it. I didn't finish it, and I knew that was a really lofty goal. With being a busy week, I just didn't get it done. So what about wins?
Oh, my wins. I have that after our hike on Saturday, went to a client's house, and I hadn't checked in a while. So we've been doing some other things, and other people have been there, but I haven't been there. And so she was very, very, very happy with all of the crew. Loved the crew. Loved everyone. Thought everyone was lovely. Never felt uncomfortable and she filled out our survey and she gave us all high marks, and she praised Marissa, my assistant, and said that she's great and that they're super happy. So that is a definite win.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It was really good and really nice to have people that really appreciate what you do. So that was a win. And then I got my trademark approved, which is very exciting for my new project. So so that's really cool to get this stuff officially from the trademark office. You have this trademark now, so it's kind of cool.
That's awesome.
Yes, so those are my wins.
Awesome. Proud of you. Okay, mine is that I made the progress on my 3-tiered marketing package, and I'm getting close to finishing that. Awesome. I'm excited about that. My youngest son went to his older brothers for the week, so that was nice to have a little bit of a week off from my all too busy schedule with being a mom and everything too.
I'm sure nobody can relate to that, right?
No, I'm sure nobody can. And then I am learning to relax more on the weekends, which has been really nice. So wins.
I'm really proud of you because that's hard for you.
That is hard for me. Yeah. And luckily with my rib popping out yesterday and being in pain, it made it a little easier to not overdo anything because I was in a lot of pain.
So the growth would be to not have to be in pain to actually enjoy the weekend.
Right.
So we'll work on that.
No, I was on that road anyways, but when that happened, I was like, yeah. Okay, lesson.
My lessons. When a project seems overwhelming, ask for help. So we have a project that actually my husband, who's our contractor, and we both knew we needed to go through the accounting and things like that. And we needed to figure out some stuff because the clients had done some wacky payments and they had gotten applied in places. The client's like, no, it didn't need to apply there, and so they wanted it cleared up. So so Marissa and so my assistant, we went through last week, and it took maybe a half an hour. And we got through it. We understood it. We could explain it to the client. They got explained to the client on Friday, and they actually admitted that they were the one that kind of caused this ball. That the check, not that really mattered, but they're like, yeah, we can see how that got messed up. So, but when you're overwhelmed and you feel like you have to do it all yourself, sometimes, and actually I took a cue from you because when we were figuring it out, we were using 2 computer monitors. So she could check one area and I could check another, and it made it go much faster. So that was a huge lesson. The other one is, let's see. I have another one here and I can't, it's basically, and it's kind of along the same lines. It's, swallow the frog. So do those hard things first.
Nice. Yep.
So those are my big lessons.
So I would say my big lesson for last week, which you know, and I don't want to go into too much detail, was just because you take another step to heal an old an old wound that ran pretty deep in you, doesn't mean that it didn't irritate the wound when you're going through the healing process. So that was, I think, a huge lesson for me, and not keeping it inside and talking about it I talked about it to 3 of the most important people in my life. I mean, that the most important people that I
trust
and could and should be talking to about it too. So it helped me really go through it. So that was my big lesson.
That was huge.
It was.
We both kind of had an emotional week.
Yeah.
Because I had family stuff. I had family stuff to deal with, and you had your stuff to deal with. So it was an emotional week. So that's maybe why we saw those animals on our hike.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. They're
okay. So let stuff go.
Earlier. That's great.
Definitely. Definitely. Okay. Let's get into visualization.
All right.
It's gonna be fun.
Love it.
Yeah, I'm excited. This is going to be fun.
Oh,
it's going to be fun.
A ton of fun.
Okay. Okay.
One piece of plastic.
So let's see.
Let's talk about how we came up with this topic, which I think is really interesting, and it's the way that our life works, right? So
yeah, definitely.
When we were on the hike, we were talking about our show this week, and I said, I was listening to this CD, Jack Canfield, the Success Principles on the way, and he was talking about visualization and doing a couple exercises for visualization, and I said, I think visualization plays a huge part in both of our lives, and we use it throughout working with each other through our accountability partnership, and we should maybe we should talk about visualization. And at the same time, then you had what?
The night before, I had read You Are Badass.
You are.
And are you hearing feedback on this?
Just every once in a while. Not too bad.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Because I'm hearing it, so I'll just keep going on. I hear Marissa, but then I hear myself too. So okay.
Done. We problem solved.
Okay. So I had read You Are a Badass, and I am reading it. A friend of mine gave me this book. She read it and she said it was awesome and recommended it, and actually bought it and sent it to me. So the night before, I had read it was about visualization, about, as she says, changing your thinking, then the evidence appears. And she did a 5-step, actually a 6-step. Yeah. So do you mind if I say what those 6 steps are?
Oh, absolutely. I think it's great. So if anybody wants to write them down, or maybe we can post them later.
Oh, sure.
Right. So that people want them. I think that's a great idea.
Okay. So sorry. That's okay.
I know.
So
yeah, go ahead.
6 steps to show your brain who's driving the bus is how she started it. Yes. Okay. So you get clear and ask for it. So if you're spiritual, connect to your higher power, clear out your mind and ask for it. If you're not spiritual, just sit in a quiet place, clear out your mind, and think about what you want. Number 2 is act as if you already have it. Live, eat, sleep, breathe your vision. Put yourself in situations where you can have opportunities, meet people who can help you achieve them. Number 3 is upgrade your environment. Do what you can to make upgrades, whether that's to your wardrobe or to your home, where you clear out the clutter, you can paint it, you can get new furniture, hang inspiring artwork. And that shows the universe that your mind is ready to attract that. And Cindy, I know you and I have both done things in that area. Mm-hmm. Making a vision board is number 4. Feed your mind full of images and experiences you want to manifest. See it all day, every day. So you need to put it in a place where that can happen. It's like having a craft day with the universe. I like when she said that.
I like that too. That's good.
Yeah. Number 5, surround yourself with people who think the way you want to think. Negative people bring you down. That is not a secret. Just remember that. Surround yourself with people who act on their big idea, take action on making positive change in the world, and see nothing as out of their reach. Find people who make you feel like you can leap tall buildings in a single bound. Love it, huh?
I like
ask spirit to connect you to them too. Hang out where they are, and they will help you get there faster than if you stay by yourself. Accountability partners, masterminds. Hello. Yep. And number 6, and she says this a lot in the book, love yourself. Love yourself. That's so important.
It's really good.
So
I
think that, yeah, I think all of these segue into the different tools that we're going to talk about. So Miss Cindy,
well, so
did you want to add anything?
No, I think that's awesome. And I think there's been so much said about visualization, and I think it all started, it was like The Big Secret, right, came out when Oprah and came out with the endorsing the book The Secret, which I haven't read, but I've deduced a lot that The Secret really is about affirmations and being positive. And you and I have been through a lot of different trainings, and it keeps coming up again and again and again from leading authorities that we both look up to, that are saying this is the way to go. And I have also read some stuff, and there's some scientific evidence, not to mention evidence in our own lives, that it works. And so there's something magical about it, and we naturally, it's a natural part of us, and so we use it every day, I think, whether we really are thinking about it or not. So, and there's been several of the classes that we've talked about as accountability partners that we've done that incorporate visualization in them. So I know one, go ahead.
And it just seems to me that it's becoming more and more a part of different programs, whether it's like a program you do online, a live event you take, or a book you're reading. It seems like it's more and more that visualization's being added to it because everyone's seeing the power of it. So go ahead, Miss Cindy. Sorry about that.
No. So I think, some of the programs, I think you and I talked about, some of the programs that we started with, like John Assaraf, and you've done Tony Robbins, and, Jack Canfield, and there's, a lot of esteemed people that talk about affirmation and visualization. And what we discovered when we were looking at how much we use visualization, right, is that for us, really a guided type meditation that takes you to a place that you paint, a picture you paint in your mind of where you see yourself is, has been really powerful in both of our lives.
Definitely.
And so there's a few, as Shauna said, there's a few tools that we kind of have in our toolbox. And so one is that we do have meditations that are guided, right? Because those help us actually to get to that meditative state. And then they do guide us into seeing ourselves at, accomplishing whatever goal we're looking to accomplish. And, and then I have, visualizations, it's interesting. I have experience in 12-step programs, and visualizations and affirmations are a huge part of that. And I know you and I talk about, and anybody else out there that's involved in 12-step programs, those are really tools for living. And so it's only natural that when you're working on your business and you're trying to live in your business and you're trying to be the best person and the best business owner that you can be and improve yourself, that there's something magical about the affirmations and the visualization. Jack Canfield in his CD did mention that we had talked before about, the negative, like when you're saying something to yourself or visualizing, or you get in a tailspin of the negative, right? And you're seeing like, I always fail at this, or I always fail. It's, pulling yourself out of that. And his picture is a stagecoach, which we talked about the other day, like it's out of control stagecoach where you're the driver. And it's simply stopping and taking a breath and putting yourself back inside the stagecoach and letting somebody else be the driver and putting that picture in place of what you want to achieve. So, and I don't know, do you have some places in your life that you can share that you've seen the visualization working?
Oh, I think it works in so many different areas. So I think as we kind of go along the toolkit, I think that you're going to hear some things that come out that I'm going to show some examples of things that I've done. Yeah. So did you want to share your feet seat?
Yes. So I do have one that, this is from a doctor that I heard who talked about visualization, and she came at it from a very different perspective because she knew that there was power in this, but as a doctor, she was trying to prove it logically. And she wrote a book, it's called Conscious Awakening. But I also heard her speak. And so one of the easiest things to do. Again, when you're kind of spiraling into that picture of yourself or a place where your head's telling you something that you maybe, you know, is an old thought and you don't want to, that's not what you want to produce in your business today, is you do really quickly, you sit down or wherever you are. I don't even necessarily do it sitting down, but you think feet. So you think about your feet touching the ground, seat, and you think about your, you know, wherever you're sitting, and really feel, you know, like right now, I feel the chair that I'm sitting in, and then back. So once you do feet, seat, back, it brings you back into your body. So you're out of that spiral, and it allows you the opportunity to put a new picture in place. And that's where affirmation with the visualization, especially a visualization, is, instead of that picture, what is it that you want to bring into your life? And
nice.
We know, right, what we put out is what we attract. So so that's just a great way when you're in a moment and you find yourself in a spiral where you can just stop. And even if you don't do the visualization or you don't do an affirmation, I like to put something in its place instead of the other thing that I don't really want to have in my life anymore. But just to take a minute and recenter yourself, that works well.
One of the things that you have told me that you do that we didn't talk about before, that we would talk about on the show, but tell them about your car keys.
Oh. Okay. So my car keys are when I have something going on in my life that I'm kind of obsessing about a little bit, or it just keeps coming up, right? It's a problem that, you know, I'm something that's trying to be solved and it's not ready to be solved or whatever. But I know that I can't come up with the answer on my own. So what I do is I use the car keys a lot when I went through my divorce. My ex left me. I had 2 little kids. How was I going to survive? I went back to school. We were on welfare. And so there was a lot of like, how are we going to survive? How are we going to do this? And so there were a lot of things. How am I going to pay that bill? How am I going to do this? So what I started doing it as something physical that I could do is when I would get like, you know, how am I going to pay this bill? I would throw down my car keys. Because everybody drops their car keys, right? So no matter where you are, your car keys, they don't know whether you threw them or not. So I would throw down my car keys, and then when I would pick it up, I would say, God loves me and God's taking care of everything. So, and I tell you that I did that so much that it's ingrained in me. I don't necessarily throw the car keys anymore, but I do always know that God loves me and God's taking care of me. But I do resort to that still sometimes. Sometimes you just need something physical to do. And then when you pick it up, it's not picking up that same thought that you don't want to have that thought come true in your life. You don't want to produce that. So it's having that other thought. And you know what? And I think maybe you said a little bit too, or I know we've heard it before, you know, didn't you say act as if? Isn't that in her steps?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing. Even if you don't necessarily believe it, just keep saying it. And eventually it'll become true. So thank you for asking about that. Forgot about that.
So John asked our Ask program, Cindy and I had done Winning the Game of Money. I think it was in 2014. Does that sound right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So one of the things is it's a guided visualization. He also does NLP with it, hypnosis, theta, beta waves, all of the different things for the mind to help get you past your blocks, visualize where you're going. I can say that 2 of our, it was 12 weeks, a new meditation each week. So 2 of our favorite meditations for that, there was 2. I don't say them what they are yet.
I know.
What I found to help me, because you do one and then you wouldn't go back again to it. So what I found that helped me is I created a visual of the meditation of how I interpreted it. So do you remember what the second week one was?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's when you're in the desert.
Yeah.
So I created this visualization. And so you're in the desert. Yep. You're in the desert and you go out and you're in between basically like towns, whatever they are in the desert, and they're few and far between. And you don't know whether to keep pushing forward or to turn around and go back. It says abundant opportunities ahead.
I love it.
And so,
awesome.
So you have all these cactuses you've walked past and you're thirsty and you don't know whether to turn around or keep going and you really need some water. and then I think you trip over a cactus.
Yep.
And there's water in the cactus. So now you have your water. So I put some cactuses on there.
Yeah.
So that's what helped me is I had the 12 weeks up so I can look back. And then I think our very favorite, that was a really good one, but I think our very, very favorite, and I don't remember. Yeah. And I don't remember what week this was, but.
No, yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. I like that one.
Yep. So
that might be like,
so you walk.
4.
Yeah, I think maybe it might be like 4.
Yeah.
So it says, I'm creatively attracting and achieving the income and wealth I desire. So the visualization is that you walk in and you're dressed you're dressed in this outfit that shows you're successful and you have this $1 million check. But he always talked about doubling it. So in my check, the check here says made out to me, it says 2 million because we double it, right?
Yep. Double it.
Yep. And the day would be today.
Now
and
it's making me want to do it again.
I know, it was fun. It was fun. But, just to have the visual part. So after I wasn't listening to the meditation, I could go back and I had it in my meditation area. And I think that was very cool. And I actually posted it in the Facebook group for the program. And there are a lot of people who were loving it and said, can I steal it? Can I use it? And I was like, good, take it. Yeah. Just helps me too. Another thing, Cindy, I want you to talk about is the mastermind.
Yeah.
What we want to do with our mastermind. So if any of them are watching, they're going to get a little sneak peek. We haven't told them yet we want to do this.
So in listening to my CD or whatever on the way to hiking with Jack Canfield, he, at the end of some of his events, or at the end of one of the events that he attended, they had everybody dress. So they had a cocktail party and they had everybody dress and come prepared. You were only supposed to talk about, you were supposed to be yourself 5 years in the future. So you were supposed to have already achieved what it is that you're working towards. And so you go through this whole cocktail party as yourself 5 years in the future. So, if you're a millionaire, he said one guy was a self-made millionaire, but he came dressed as a surfer beach bum because that's how he wants to see himself. So some people came and they talked about their nonprofit associations or charities and stuff that they were donating to. So other people came and talked about their awesome African safari. So it's about embodying who you see yourself becoming and then seeing that happen. So I think it's a really cool idea. Yeah. So we're going to do that. We're going to do it virtually, but with our mastermind group.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because our masterminds are across the country. So we were trying to figure out how to do it. But if we do it on Zoom, all of us can be on there. We can share our outfits. We can talk about, have our stories everything we can do is just done virtually. So I think it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited.
And you know what? It causes you to think, so maybe that's really the first part of visualization, right? It's the same thing as with an accountability partner. Where do you see yourself?
Mm-hmm.
What do you really want to attain? I said that, I had some family issues going on, right? So one of those was that we were looking at taking on a property that my family, my parents own in Tahoe. And it didn't work out. Financially, it wasn't working out for us. So, and when we were hiking, one of the things that I said to Shauna is I said, have you ever heard me say that having a vacation home in Tahoe was on my list? And what'd you say?
Nope. Hawaii.
That's
Never
right.
Tahoe.
That's right. So it became really clear to me in that moment that, well, first off, that I had made the right decision. But secondly, that truly wasn't what I wanted. And my life is heading more towards what I want. So, so I like to look at the visualizations and it's nice to have something that you've written down, your affirmations and whatnot, to look back and say, wow, I already did that. So the example of walking into the bank, I have felt that. I haven't had $1 million check, but I've walked in there, we do construction. I've walked in there with some big checks and been dressed. And I was like, whoa, this is this is kind of like that visualization. So, you know, it does work.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Okay. So the ones that I want to share, and Cindy and I have done some of these together and some of them we haven't. So Eric Lofholm, he is a sales trainer. Cindy and I both had blocks about selling. We didn't want to be the slimy, sleazy used car salesman. So it was hard for us. And when you have your own business, you have to be a salesperson. So he has a affirmation that he always says that helped me. It says, selling equals serving, right?
Yeah.
Selling equals serving.
Service.
I won't read the whole thing.
Selling equals
right?
service, sell from honesty, integrity, and compassion. Selling is about leading. Selling is about moving people to action.
Yep. And so that really helped. And when you say it over and over again, it really helps your mind get around it, that it's not sleazy. It's not for just your benefit, that it is really about what you're selling is you're helping somebody get a better life, save time, save money, whatever that bottom line is. But selling is about serving other people.
Yeah.
So that has totally helped us.
Definitely.
The other one of my favorites is I did Tony Robbins, the UPW event. That's his event that he does the fire walk at. And he does this chant that is called Now I Am the Voice. If you have a chance, listen to it on YouTube. It is so powerful. He leads it. He has you say it with him, and you do it more than once during the event. This is just a little where somebody on online had kind of typed it up to like a little quote. So I actually wanted to print this one because I liked how it was laid out.
Oh, that's
but
really
it says, now I am the voice.
Yeah.
I'm going to lead, not follow. I'm going to believe, not doubt. I will create, not destroy. I am a force for good. I am a leader. Defy the odds. Set a new standard and step up.
I like that.
It's really powerful. And then the whole, you watch like, I'm so excited. Like it makes my heart. Yeah, I'll post that too. It makes my heart excited when I hear it because there's so much power. And I mean, I guess what he put into our body at the event. So when I just see it, hear it, read it, I feel it. Mm-hmm. So that is awesome. I love Tony Robbins. Another thing that he taught me at that event was if you're going through something, and like I had talked about earlier as one of my lessons about having a wound from when I was 15 years old, that is a deep wound. But I've done a lot of healing. And the biggest healing I ever did was at Tony Robbins UPW event. And he goes you through this guided, I guess basically it's meditation where you're standing up on your feet and you close your eyes and he walks you through this and he has you go through thinking about now, if you continue to have this pain, this hurt, whatever this is inside of you that's negative for the next year, how does it feel? In 5 years, how does it feel? What does your life look like? 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and goes all the way up. Now you're on your deathbed. You're on your deathbed and you haven't dealt with this. You have not healed from it. How has it affected your life? How has it made it so you're not the person you wanted to become, right? And then you work through that. And then he has you go through the whole experience again. But now here you are, you've dealt with it. Now what does your life look like? Mm-hmm. Now what does it look like in 1 year, 5 years, all the way down? And so that has been powerful to me. Luckily, I had recorded that when we were at UPW on my little voice recorder. And when I am going through something really, really, really hard, like I'm just like, okay, I just need like an hour and I'm just going to listen to this and it's helped me. So that is super powerful.
That's really good. Yeah.
Bo Eason, I did an event with his last year on storytelling for public speaking. This is, I don't think you've ever seen this, Cindy, but this is his wall in his office. It's chalkboard wall. And he's got all his like visualization. These are his two kids in front of it. But there's so much more to it. But yeah, isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
To sit in your office and have a whole chalkboard wall that you have everything up on, right? How inspiring.
They do that. They have chalkboard paint.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I think that's really cool. In my 7-step blueprint, there's a section, I think it's in step 2, where I have you create a short mantra. So the 7-step blueprint you usually would do at the beginning of a year, and you set up your whole year, your goals, your aspirations. Or you could do it at the end of the year before or the beginning of the year. Yeah. Yes. The end of the year is better.
Yeah.
Right. So you encompass the theme that you came up with, your ultimate outcomes, your affirmations, your why, and the amount of revenue that you want to sell for that year. And you create 3 to 4 sentences. So you have this little mantra that you can say to yourself, right? And you can create that with visualizations added to it.
Right.
And then I don't think, Cindy, I've ever showed this to you, but this is, it's
I just feel like you're holding out on me so much stuff.
I know. Well, this is the one I'm going to show you is one I created in 2014. We were accountability partners at the time, so maybe you have seen it. It's called Animoto, Animoto, and it's an app where you can create videos, but it's really cool because it has like some templates and stuff behind it. So this is, will it switch? Maybe. Oh, look, now it's not going to want to work. There it goes. So I created. So you put a picture in there, and underneath it's like a sentence to go with it. So it had my affirmations. Oh, there's not boobs; those are flowers. But
there were boobs in a black bra.
Oh, that was from my breast cancer walk, probably then.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. Yeah, look, there's my visualization with John.
I love it.
Right. So this was a really cool place. Yeah. So I'd wake up in the morning, and that's the first thing. It's only a minute long. So I'd wake up in the morning and I'd play it. Yeah. So just another way to have visualization.
Yep.
Right.
Very clever.
So there's lots of tools in the toolbox.
What was the way that Jack Canfield said this weekend that we were both like, oh, right? Is
the
to
binder.
Right. Find a picture of your visualization, what you aspire to, and put it in a binder, and you can flip through that every day to remind yourself, or several times a day, or whatever. But Sean and I both, I have affirmations. I have pages of affirmations that I do in the morning, and it gets frankly a little boring and redundant. So to be able to have pictures to go with those, and to just flip through it, you're using all of your senses then. You're reading it, you're seeing it, you're feeling it. It's only going to take you, I think, faster to that place.
Definitely. I agree. So vision boards, guided meditations, you're having your list of affirmation. Those are just more tools in the toolkit.
Exactly.
So
the toolkit of visualization, which definitely, I'm going to give you a very simple success story of visualization. The first year that we started doing affirmations with the visualization, it was actually an affirmation that my husband and I would travel often that year at no or low cost. And within 2 months, I was invited to help chaperone my sister-in-law's Washington, D.C. trip, which we went to Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, New Jersey, Amish country, and New York. My husband and I got the opportunity through the National Association of the Remodeling Industry to go to Fort Lauderdale, and we also went to Miami. And then I believe that we went to Disneyland that year, and all of those were very low cost or no cost. And that was, I really just think, you just put it out there, and there's no other way. Even, I mentioned 12-step programs. You know how many times people get up and they say, I have no idea. It is magic. Like, I just follow the directions and it works. So that's all I can say about affirmations and visualization. I don't know how it works. It's magic. Hi, Lee.
Hi, Lee.
So
yeah, no, I can say just an example of a goal that I had 3 years ago now, 2 or 3 years ago, when I hiked Half Dome. So I hiked Half Dome, read about Half Dome, did this class on hiking it, and the cable scared the heck out of me. Being up on those cables, seeing the pictures, and knowing that people have died on those. And so I created an image. Right? I created it. Yeah. Well, it's scary, right? And I've never done it. I've never, ever done anything like that. And I was doing it with people who have never, ever done it before. So I created an image of, I found a picture online. It was the cables, because I had never seen them in person. So all I had was this image. So I had the picture of the cables, and then I was talking to my personal trainer at the time about it. And he said, I have no doubt that you're going to be able to accomplish it. I forget exactly what he said, but I took exactly what he wrote out to me and I put it on the picture. But it basically said, if there's anybody who has a mind tough enough to do this and physically enough to accomplish this, it's you. So I have no doubt you're going to do it. So I put it on there. I put it in my meditation area every morning. I looked at it. I watched videos. I would do my meditations and I would close my eyes and I would imagine myself climbing up those cables. So when I was actually climbing up the cables, like I was like, hey, I've done this before. I've done it before. No, I've never done it before.
Exactly the way it's supposed to work. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
so
cool.
It is pretty powerful.
Because in Jack Canfield's book, he talks exactly about that. He talks about like an Olympic diving team and an Olympic gymnastics team that they use the visualization, and that it's part of their practice. At the beginning and the end of their practice, they see them standing on the podium. They see the whole routine all the way to the completion and the judges, ratings or whatever it's called, whatever the judges points or whatever, all the way to the podium. So it's used it's been used throughout sports and through a lot of things. I think it's becoming more, what do we say, mainstream. People are more open to it.
Right. Definitely. So,
yeah, definitely. That's really cool, Shauna. You had not shared that with me. So
yes, it works. Awesome. Tony Robbins does, I forgot what program it was in. It was one I listened to. So it wasn't UPW. It was one of his that I listened to, and maybe Lee. I know she's done Tony Robbins too and loves him like I do, but he has you close your eyes. And then I think you take your hand and you go as far as you can. Right. And then he has you do it again. I think he has you do it maybe 3 or 4 times. Right. Yep. And then
can't go very far.
You do it you do it in, I think you do it in your mind first. Oh, Lee, Lee loves him too. Anyway, so you do it. And then the last time you do it, you've gone farther because you visualize that you could go farther.
Oh,
and he's like,
awesome.
And he goes, well, why didn't you do that the first time? Because you didn't know you can.
Wow.
Right.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So there's homework for everyone. Visualize your arm going further every time until your arm is all the way around. That's interesting.
Right. Well, it doesn't go all the way around, but farther. Right, but it's farther. Just like us, right? Yeah. Yep.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, I don't think it was UPW because I remember doing it with I had my headphones on and I was doing it on vacation in Kentucky. So that's why I'm like, no, it's not UPW.
Kentucky. I goes to Kentucky on vacation. Anyways, that's another story.
My mother-in-law lived there.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we want to talk about our goals for this week.
Yeah. Does anybody else have any input on visualization, things they want to share? Just anything, please feel free to share that with us. We're getting close to the end of the show.
How it's affected your life or how you think it has impacted it, or any programs that we can all use in our toolbox, so to speak.
Yes.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Welcome. All righty. So my goals for the week are, I have 2 contracts to get done today. We have estimates to go through. I then am working on my my special trademarked new project that will be revealed. It will be revealed for the end of the year. I'm not ready to go there yet. I'm working on it. So
awesome.
I'm really working a lot. I have a lot of stuff to do on that for this week. So that's what I'm doing. So
I like to be more
drum roll. I like it. Yeah.
Drum roll in the wait. She's not announcing it yet.
I'm not announcing it yet. It's still, we're waiting. Patent pending.
Nice.
All right.
Okay. Anything else, Cindy, for the goals for the week?
No, I mean, that's a lot, believe it or not.
No,
and I'm working on the new product is really going to be a lot. And then, just getting regular work done. And then we do have a Smile Week promotion that we need to work on.
We do. I'm actually making a note. We need to do that. Yep.
What about you?
So let me just say a quick thank you. So Lee, who's on the show right now, thank you so much for that amazing call we had last week where you were helping me with my sales funnel and the ideas you have. Yeah, I shared it with Cindy. It was awesome. And that's the power of having like really great people in your life. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. So my goals for the week is to continue working on my 3-tiered marketing package, which I'm getting close. I'm excited. Yes, Lee says, I love sales funnels.
Are you getting like to where you can see the end?
It's getting there. I don't know because my week's pretty busy. I would love to say I'm going to finish this week. My week's getting busy or is pretty busy. So
okay.
I'm hoping.
But you've allotted some time to work on it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. Yep. Good deal.
Yep. Working on my health still. And with MIA, which is Marketing Impact Academy for Chalene Johnson and the group that I'm doing it with, I am committing right now only to listen and take notes because when I was trying to do it on top of my work and my marketing packages, it was a little distracting. So right now, just when I'm in the car, I just listen and take some notes and then that's it for right now. I'm not implementing, I'm not doing worksheets or anything because I need to focus on one thing at a time because I love squirrels.
Yeah. For sure. Oh, hey, so
I don't really love squirrels. Squirrels love me, I guess.
Well,
thank you.
We all
be
do.
more.
We all
yes.
We all get distracted easily for sure. So good for you. And for those of you that know Shauna, that's really a step down in what you usually overburden yourself with. So it is really, that's really a lot of progress. So good job.
Right. Thank you.
All right. Anybody out there, Be More, Lee, do you want to commit to anything for next week? Or Marissa? Oh, Lee. Holy cow.
You want to read it?
I'm working on my email sequence. 32 total emails. My health, walking down 25 flights of stairs one day, 10 the next, and alternating. Working on 2 opt-ins. Wow. I'll be done with those this week. Plus, I need to figure out a few plugins for my Limitless site. Scheduling and payment cart. Holy schmoly. I feel like a slacker.
Right.
Good job, Lee. So, yeah. Great. I just have to put it out there because I'm already sort of regretting it, but I'm doing 16 miles on Saturday with Shauna.
We are walking, for anybody who knows the Bay Area, we're walking Morgan Hill to San Jose. It's for my breast cancer training walk. And Cindy's not doing the training walk, or she's not doing the breast cancer walk with me next month, but she is such a trooper and does my training walks with me.
Okay, but I feel like I need to put the little, disclaimer. I do help with the fundraising. I do the training walks. I just don't do the event.
Yeah.
So
Be More says sometimes the best list I make is not my to-do list, but my not to-do list, writing down what I will not do. It's hard though, because I try to do it all. You know what? I've done that before, and I forgot who I learned that from. It was somebody I took a course from, because it's so easy to make that to-do list, right? It's harder to say I'm not going to do this anymore and to keep those things, for me anyways. And then Lee says the stairs kicked my butt. Can't imagine walking 16 miles, but stairs are different than, right? We did 74 flights of stairs 2 weeks ago. Yeah. And I had a headache because I was like looking down at the stairs. So like I don't know, it was stupid, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it's different. Even when
stairs are hard.
Stairs are definitely hard for sure. So
especially on the knees.
Yeah. Yes. Oh yeah. Up is much harder. Down is hard on the knees though. Okay, so definitely. So you have tried your to-do list, your not to-do list, and what happens is then it becomes you still feel like you have to do that. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Yeah.
So is that what happened to you too, Shauna?
I think. Well, I took things off my plate, but I think if you don't continually focus on it, it's when you're an overachiever, like it sounds like Be More and I are, especially. I mean, we all are, right?
Be More, that says it right there, right?
It's right in her name, right? It's right in her name. So yeah, it's unless you stay focused on it, those things can sneak back onto your list too. So you have to keep reminding yourself, like, I don't waste time on that anymore. Right. Yeah, and it's hard to do. Yeah. It's hard to do, especially when you want to accomplish everything, and especially when you don't have it prioritized enough, or you feel like there's not enough time in the day, the week, right? Which is why I got to the point where I wasn't relaxing on weekends, and why I'm trying to relax on weekends now. So
the other thing that I think really helps us with that is, at least for me, is when we time activate. Right. Yep. So we actually plan out the time. So like I have my day plan today, like we're going to kick buttons today and get this stuff done so that I can then, work on the software stuff that I need to work on tomorrow. Right. So, So I think that time activation really helps you to see that you have stuff to do.
Yep. I like my weekends to catch up. I'm thinking of taking a day off during the week to do personal stuff and me stuff. Huh?
True.
That's nicely. Yeah. That is true. That is
I do get up really early and I do come in the office every day and I enjoy it. So,
yeah.
Oh, there's so many things to do. I don't like leaving things. Yeah. That things undone. I totally understand that. Sometimes what helps me is saying not and allotting time for it, like you mentioned. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
No, yeah.
Yep.
And we all, we have a few employees, but we understand being a business owner and having so much to do, working in the business and on the business. And then, besides that, being a mom, being a wife, being a grandma, whatever. So it's a lot.
Right.
Definitely.
It is. So, it is. Yep.
The time activation for sure works. All right. Any other goals? Hey, Marissa, any goals? She did cover a chair cushion this weekend and clean her garage.
I did.
There's she'll continue for chair cushions.
Okay, continue that. I have some goals I'll tell you offline that I think you should have.
Okay.
Because Cindy needs more grandbabies.
I don't want that one.
I'm just saying.
She wants that one. It's just my son is a little bit more traditional. He wants the wedding first.
Yeah, you can have that too.
Yeah, I know.
A fun to-do list for Marissa.
A fun to-do list for Marissa.
Yes,
Marissa,
yes. At least practicing.
She's going to report back on that next week.
Oh,
la,
great.
la, 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 la. I don't want to know.
Just if she wants to tell her mother-in-law.
Yeah, I don't want to know. La, la, la,
well, thanks for joining us, ladies. And we will see you next Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and talk more fly on the wall, accountability, and another tool we have in our toolkit that helps us with success.
Absolutely.
And if you missed the tools that we talked about today because you joined late, we talked about different tools for visualization, mindset, manifestation. So go back and listen to that. It's a good show.
Yeah,
so we'll talk to you later.
The recording on Blab, correct?
And then the furniture still.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah. So I hope to see you ladies again. Thanks for joining. Bye, my love.
Bye.
Bye.